say they didn't.
What are you doing? She's dead. Here, boy, take this lantern. Now pick her up and carry her inside. What's your name, child?
Please, help me.
Yes, we'll help you. Come on, be careful. She's with child.
I must
Save your strength by taking you into the hospital.
Furbeck. Luke Furbeck. I must find him.
Furbeck? Was there anyone around here of that name?
Furbeck. I've not heard him.
Well, hasten, man. She's in need of care. I have a long journey ahead of me this night.
I must find him.
Now, be calm.
I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to see him die.
Journal of Jason Furbeck, June the 12th, 1834. There are moments, all too rare, when one can turn from the oppressive drudgery of our life and work to gentler things. A service is to be held in the village by an itinerant preacher, and we shall be seeing dear Jassy again, settled now into a home. It is the cottage until recently occupied by the unfortunate Corporal Morse, killed by a bushranger, and his daughter Charity, about whom nothing has since been heard. So, for a while, the family will be united and hardships forgotten.
Come on, you laggard! I'll race you!
No, mister. I reckon they're born old. Don't have the speed of the young.
Take no notice. It's because he's going to see Jassy. Whip, man! Whip! Be patient, Luke. Think of the alehouse and the stupor you can buy.
Aye, mister. Come on, then. Come on up there.
They've come for the potions we ordered.
I'm glad you have come. They are taking up all the space I have.
How long will you stay?
Well, that depends on Luke.
Luke!
Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Jassy?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Luke.
22,
Oh, Luke.
23,
I hate it so.
24,
Where's Edward?
26,
Away.
27,
Building a road.
28, 29, 30, 31,
She will marry the first uniform that comes along.
30,
I can just see old Corporal Morris standing here, watching the fun.
30,
He used to live here, didn't he?
30,
And Charity.
The Bushranger's bitch. I'll come to your hanging, Luke Furbeck. A curse on you and yours.
Luke.
Sorry.
It's just that sometimes I feel Charity's still here.
I did what I had to do.
I know. I understand. Can you stay?
A few days.
Till Sunday?
What's on Sunday?
The travelling vicar. I won't know what to say to him.
Think I will?
Oh, Luke, it's good to see you.
And those men called by Jesus were one and all willing to leave home and family. Well, no one was to know the dangerous path they were to travel. Peter the fisherman, Andrew his brother, straightway left the nets and followed him. James and John, the sons of Zebedee.
Not now. Leave it till tomorrow.
He's down for 25 a day, miss. Didn't say nothing about Sundays.
Well, not now. You can wait until after the service.
Yes, miss.
And it so happened that the disciples were first called Christians in Antioch. For we as Christians, having received the divine light, are the children of that light. We must endeavor to form an ideal, a perfect society, as typified by Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend. Wonderful service. Thank you. Splendid, Wilmot. Most impressive.
A fine congregation. The colony makes progress, does it not?
Yes, indeed.
Permission to proceed, man.
Yes, of course.
You have relatives in Parramatta, Mr. Fairbank?
No, sir, we have not.
Odd.
Carry on.
We should move away. You'll observe how little progress we've really made.
2,
We reach God through suffering, Fairbank.
3,
He and I will understand that better than
4,
you.
5, 6, 7.
Yes, Wilmot, as we say, the nation is being painfully born.
The scum of England, sir, breeding like rats. And hypocrites living a comfortable life on their misery.
Luke.
The conditions are improving, Luke Fairbank. One of my duties is to minister to the inmates of the convict hospital in Parramatta.
Where men and women crawl on all fours to the privies. They say the stench is unendurable.
Please, for a table.
I have provided Bibles
The starving men,
and women, sir, reduced to the extremity of life.
but they cannot read. They make playing cards out of the pages.
You are a compassionate man, sir. So rare. The sign of a true Christian. We all try, though sometimes God knows in these hard times we fail, to walk in the light of him who made us.
There speaks the prosperous keeper of our brothel.
You bloody liar!
Poking, why must you always lock horns?
Morgan and I'll give evidence, won't we, Morgan?
Why must you always lock horns?
You bloody liar! This is a respectable house, you bastard! never knew your mother!
Luke! Cow. Luke! Get it out.
And how's your good lady, sir?
Well, like us all, sir, she pines for the graciousness of England.
Miss Kitty, will I brew fresh tea? If you wish.
The cup that cheers.
I'll have fresh tea for you in a moment.
Well, I'm back. Not only without means for the solace of snuff, but in rags as well.
I've spoken to the wench. She's leaving today.
You've dismissed her, then?
She's a wicked slut. She is with child.
You barren, useless. How is it, madam, that every slut in the colony can spew brats from their loins, whilst you, with whom I've striven night after night for 9 intolerable years, are incapable of providing me with a son?
Which would carry you back to England from the poverty of your lowly position here.
One male brat.
You should have read the fine print in my father's will before you took me to wife.
I should have indeed. A curse on your father. And a curse on you, too.
A curse, sir.
I'll have a son on you yet. Loathsome as you are, I'll have a son on you yet.
Loathsome as I find you, will strive and strive again. I hate this foul land as you do. And like you, I curse my father for passing me over in favor of a male heir. I want my rightful place. Shall we strive here? Now? It will relieve my boredom.
We'll go to the bedroom.
Here.
Madam, come here. I have an idea. Listen most carefully. Charity, my child. I've been thinking about you, Charity. Yes, I've been thinking about you, Charity. You and your child. What's to become of you?
I don't know.
It'll be difficult. With no means and no protection to care for a child. Mistress Wilmot and I are in need of a new servant girl. The duties will be light, and we'll see that you get all the rest that your condition demands. You will live under our protection.
Aren't I under your protection here?
Only until you're better. After a week, they'll return you to the gutters where you were found. Whereas if you live with us, well, you'll be living in a home of protection. And when you're strong, we'll explain to you the plans we have in mind for you. Now read your book, gain wisdom, and pray for guidance of the Almighty God.
No, Foxcroft. Not that. That's the whole idea. Coal tar, yes, if you insist, not the arsenic.
For God's sake, Luke, you agree to the experiment.
Not the arsenic, you'll poison the meat.
Nonsense.
They fight again.
Aye, master.
I'm not surprised. Whatever next?
Aye.
If our meat's to be poisoned, we'll have to sell it to the government. For the convicts.
What will they do now, sir? Begging your pardon.
We live in a magical age, Kate. Dip them in that, and we shall have no more larvae, no more ticks.
Oh,
Does that not please you?
it's not for me to say, sir.
I say it is. Do you give all your love to these? Ticks and all? Do you have none for a man? My pious brother swears he will not touch you. Can he love you and yet make such an oath?
I seek no man's love.
Well, I would not swear, sir.
Leave her alone.
For heaven's sake, Nanny, I have a headache.
Ephesians, Ephesians, Ephesians. Now, the quotation escapes me. I'm unable to find it.
I'm strong now.
Praise be to God.
You said when I'm strong, you'd explain.
So I did. Nanny, if you please.
She must stay.
As you wish. We have agreed, have we not, that you shall have your child under our protection. And afterwards, what do you think?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, my wife and I believe that as Christians, we cannot leave you to fend on your own. It's a harsh world, a child with no father. But we feel duty-bound to offer you assistance.
I can manage.
How can you manage? No. We have decided, after your child is born, we, Mistress Wilmot and I, will present it to the world as ours.
Yours? You want me to give away my child?
Well, if you think of its welfare, how can you refuse?
Charles, the child cannot accept it on the moment. Think on it. You may sit in the garden. Nanny, brew Charity some tea.
If I was to see you hold my child, I couldn't
Think on it. The slut won't agree, I'm certain of it.
I know she pray not. A servant, when she's bastard, brought up at Brunwood, inheriting the old master's wealth.
Close your mouth. It is not your affair.
It is her affair. Think of it, Nanny. My father's will defeated you and I back at Branwood, back home. Think of it.
Gay, I never thought to see Brunwood again.
So if she agrees, tomorrow we let it be known that you are well gone with child. She must be seen to leave. Return in secrecy after dark. No one must know she's here. Well?
Can't do it.
You would see a child starve? With us, the child would have comfort and position. And you, £100. Well, you could start again. A cottage, some land.
I don't think Mistress Wilmot would love my child.
You misjudge her. It is our tragic lack of a child that causes her coldness. A child would open the gates to her heart. I'm sorry you have so little thought for its well-being.
I'll do it. So long as I never see it. Never hold it.
God has guided you.
Just one more thing. 'Tis said in the grog shops and in the streets, those who squat on government land will one day be given honest ownership.
So it is said?
Soon.
I've heard so, yes.
And if a new squatter takes an old squatter's land, there's no law that says she can't keep it.
There's no law at all. Well, the squatters have no law, no power.
But you have influence. You have power.
Sadly diminished. Well, what is it you want?
I want some land.
You shall have some.
One man's. Luke Verbeck's.
I resent this.
I'll scarcely manage on the money this will bring.
An impoverished, impotent husband.
How dare you? It's you.
How shall you obtain government documents? How silence crowded?
Oh, cease pestering me! You're ignorant of the chicanery of political affairs. Well, I buy the papers, buy them. Money buys everything.
Easy, Luke.
Cockatoo weather. You camping here, are you?
Aye.
Just arrived.
Aye.
Where are you heading?
We ain't heading nowheres, mister.
What?
Nowhere.
You can't settle here.
No?
This is Furbeck land.
Ain't what it says here.
What's that?
Government orders.
What orders?
I got orders to squat right here.
Now, who gave you those orders?
I don't know. I just does as I'm told.
Told?
Get moving, mister.
This is our land. You cannot settle here. You'll be gone tomorrow. Or God help you. Go on!
indeed.
Oh, how pleased you and the dear vicar must be.
Thankful to God that our prayers have at last been answered.
And the Lord is slow indeed. With 8 already, and another on the way, he's turned deaf ears to my prayers.
Oh, Martha!
It's me. Well, eat up. I brought you ale. Give you an appetite.
I'm all cooped up. How long till dark?
You're not poorly.
No. I said 1,000 words you wouldn't understand.
I've heard the vicar tell of the Bushranger taking you by force.
I loved him. I'm young, Nanny.
And the soldier killed, saving you.
My father.
Mercy me.
Ha! And did you hear tell of the devil who murdered my lover? It is dark. Dark is his evil soul.
They're building a fence which has cut us off from our land. That's some of it. There's no point in losing your temper. We consider, you see. Shall I lose my temper or shall I not lose my temper? Well, my temper is lost, Father, and our land is taken by a bunch of hooligans. Have as much right as we have. More, if those papers mean anything. Don't you care? Any minute now, the government will give us legal rights. Have we worked all these years for nothing? Come hell or high water, I'll keep this place. Every bit of it.
No, not that.
No, she's right, Luke. Someone's given them legal rights to land outside the colony.
Edward. He'll know who. Where is he? Jessie said he's out building a road somewhere. Then we'll find him. Someone has given them papers. Who?
How would I know? I've been here for a month.
Then ride with us. Help us find out.
I can't. I've got to finish my work.
We're talking about Jessie's family. Is that no concern of yours?
We're also talking about someone who can wield influence whenever he likes. Whenever it suits him. I take it doesn't suit you now.
Touché.
Corporal!
Yes, sir.
Ready a trooper, arms, rations for 2 days. Move!
Rather military. Don't you think?
Nobody says anything but me, understand?
Lieutenant Elliot.
What's your name?
Crowdy.
Where are you from?
Sydney town?
And you plan to squat here?
Aye.
Such action is forbidden. Occupation of land outside the 19 counties is illegal. I have the right to enforce the law.
I've heard tell.
So kindly be on your way. There is cheaper bought land on the way to Sydney.
So I know.
He said he had orders.
Did he? Let me see them. It says, permission to experiment with the breeding of pigs.
Aye.
South of the hill, known as Talanga. Yes, I know. I surveyed it. Who signed this document? The signature is not clear.
It's from high up. Don't ask I. From high up. You've seen it. Do what you will. Come back and tell me it's not legal and we'll move on. That fair crack of the whip?
Ask him about that sheep.
We got the right to live off the land.
Look!
Kill another one of my sheep and I'll kill. Only it won't be a stinking pig.
If that paper's official and if he murders one of those people, he'll be behind bars, probably at the end of the rope, and I mean that! Stop!
Another year, and we could be back in London. Just think. God, if that wench has a girl...
Oh, Miss Kitty, don't vex yourself.
I cannot help it to be so close. Charles, have you thought? If it's a female child, when I no longer wear this monstrous thing, what, sir, do we say?
Mercy, there'd be questions.
It could so happen that the female infant could be stillborn. Could even...
You wouldn't.
She'll produce a male. I care not if he has two heads. I care not if he be half blind. You'll be given your father's Christian name as ordained in his will, and I shall live on his bounty. As shall you, madam.
Get my dead father a grandson how you will, Charles, and we'll go our ways together but apart.
At last we think alike.
Charles, you should, if we succeed, leave the church. Indeed, I feel you should.
Never. With money, influence, I have my sights set high.
Then you'll end a bishop, at least. To set the devil sets his disciples in high places.
Hey! Leave that tree alone, stupid oaf.
He's a loony, mister. Got a loony face. Oi. We think he's deaf and dumb as well.
Where are the others?
The men. Men.
Where are they?
Who?
The squatters on my land. I know they've been here, so don't lie.
Been and gone. They bought rum and supplies at the store.
Why the hell did you sell it to them?
I don't get prosperous keeper of the brothel refusing customers what they want.
You'd accept money from Satan.
What would you have me do? Turn them away because you don't like their faces?
Could starve them out. They're on my land.
For all I care, they can stay there.
My land, Mole.
Leave
Leave her alone. If you insult, then ask us to help. Spurn and ask for favors. You are, how you say, arrogant. You've made an enemy too many, Luke.
You're a compassionate woman, Mom. So rare. The sign of a true Christian. Forgive me, Mom. Next time your preacher friend comes, I'll tell him you're the spiritual mother of us all. How's that?
Mind the bar. Perhaps it's not so difficult. Finding who's taking your land. Drink makes people talk. I've heard talkers talk of preachers.
What talkers?
The men on your land.
They talked of a preacher.
Yes.
Wilmot. Those men on my land know Wilmot. What did they say?
Do you love me, Luke?
Tell me.
I forget. One man said his name.
Go on.
That's all. He was drunk. The big man hit him.
Because he said Wilmot's name.
Because he was drunk. Will you have some grog?
No.
Wilmot. Interesting, but hardly likely. And he's got nothing against you. The church here moves in mysterious ways. There is no doubt about that. And they're very, very powerful, but they've all the land they need. They aren't going to grab a remote piece. Not without reason.
Someone gave him those orders. An enemy too many.
Your father had a lot, of course. His fight for the squatters had a profound effect.
Come to Sydney with me. We can find out who Crowdy is, who signed the paper.
I can't. I have to finish this, and I want to get home to Jassy.
I will not see my property raped from me. Then you won't help.
I can't.
Then who can?
Wilmot. It's a start.
Well, it's gone on for 5 hours. She had another month to go.
Hush up.
How's the wench?
She's strong, like an animal. She didn't see. I brought him straight away before she could see.
Into your bed, madam. Loosen your hair. I want evidence your mistress was delivered in this room. This I shall burn. Well, fetch the wet nurse. Hurry. Praise be. You've You've been a brave lass.
Is it a boy or a girl?
A female. Ask no more.
I'll ask no more.
As soon as you're able, you must leave here. You'll be provided for.
Is it true the land is really mine?
Yeah. Guard it carefully. It proclaims your lawful ownership. Well, you may have to wait a year before you can claim the land legally. You realize that?
I can wait. I can wait.
And grant that this child now be baptized therein, may receive the fullness of thy grace, and may remain in the number of thy faithful and elect children through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Name this child.
Charles Branwood.
Charles Branwood. I baptize thee in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. May the Lord bless thee and keep thee. May the Lord make his face to smile upon thee. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance and give thee peace. Amen.
It was so thoughtful of you to come. Charles is quite touched that you should think of us at this very happy time. Sugar?
Please.
Is that not so, Charles? It was kind of Mr. Fairbeck to come.
Most kind. I'm surprised our good news has traveled so far.
I believe it was Mr. Crowdy told us. He's visiting us. Temporarily.
Crowdy. Do I know him?
He spoke of you.
People are so kind to remember me. I administer to them in times of adversity, sometimes without knowing their names. The hospital, you know. Justice Blake. So good of you to honor us.
My pleasure on this auspicious occasion. Ladies. Mistress Wilmot, my felicitations. Ladies, I was just about to tell our good vicar how we shall miss his ministration.
Most sadly, sir.
Oh, indeed.
You are too kind. But as you know, duty calls, and Mistress Wilmot longs to present our son to relatives in England. Excuse me. What is it, Nanny? What is it?
That slut. I couldn't stop her.
I heard her cry. Can't give her up, Reverend. I'm sorry.
Well, this is nonsense. You gave your word.
I was mad. I don't want no land, no money. Here. Take your paper. I don't want it.
Well, this is wicked behavior. You're being cruel to the baby.
No.
Oh, you've nothing. No means, no shelter.
We'll manage. Don't try to stop me. She's mine.
I pray you change your mind.
No.
So be it. May God be with you. May God be with you both. You must leave at once. Go by the side entrance. And Mistress Wilmot must not yet know. She'll be sorely offended. Unable to take this cruel blow. Take this money.
No.
Please. Please, for the baby. Well, lay it down and collect your belongings. Make haste. Well, please, hurry. I'll collect the child's things.
You couldn't mistake the father's eye. So fervent, so Christian.
Oh, do you think so? A mother's boy. I was thinking decidedly a mother's boy. He had your body, and the eyes, I'd say, were rather more yours than Charles, wouldn't you say?
But never was there a more pretty babe. A father's boy or a mother's, would you say? Do give us your opinion.
Excuse me.
Catherine! Catherine! Who's that? Who's that woman?
Sir?
Oh, the wench carrying the infant, carrying Charles. Oh, well, is it a wet nurse, a new servant?
Oh, surely rave, sir.
Stop! Stop her! She's stealing our child! Stop her!
He'll hang for this.
God, we could have lost that child.
You slut!
Oh, please! Mine! Let go! It's my baby!
Set the winch loose, sirs.
Tell them, mister.
Oh, tell them what?
Tell them you gave her to me.
I gave her?
Yes. Tell them it's my little girl. My child.
This poor wench is in a state of dementia.
No! You liar!
Well, the poor wench was with child when leaving our employ some months ago.
She's demented.
We'll take her in.
She claimed our infant son, Charles, to be her female child.
You said it was a girl! Oh, let it go! Let go, you liar! Let me get at him! Let me stop! Let me go!
I'll be with the child.
Let go! It's my baby!
Take her away!
Thieving slut! Great girl, she ought to be flogged.
Lock her up. Take her away. Lock her up.
Come on.
Well, must be severely punished. Take her away. Lock her up.
Oh, don't. It is women like these that give this colony its bad name.
That's Luke's horse. He's back. My God, what's she done? You senseless bastards, you've killed them. Murder, straight out murder, you fool.
They've gone, haven't they?
You didn't.
The church, Father. I asked the church for help.
Surely you blaspheme, sir.
Wilmot!
Vicar Wilmot.
Mr. Wilmot persuaded Crowdy to move on. Let's go back to the house. Reminds me of the fires of hell.
What have you done?
Don't ask, Kate. Don't.
What have you done?
Save my land.